What is good, OD fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have some more Gotham Knights content. The developers just dropped a brand new patch, which in my opinion is perfect for the longevity of the game. So we'll be going over all the changes and once again giving my personal opinion on why this is a potential game-saving update. So if you have been enjoying the content so far and want to stay up to date on all things Gotham Knights, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get it. So I kid you guys not, I was literally in the final stages of uploading a very negative video on the state of the game and how I felt like the devs had let us down with the execution of the Heroic Assault update. Although it brought new game modes, new gear, and new cosmetics, it left the game in a really bad state due to the fact that all the new gear was locked behind floor 30 of Heroic Assault. But I'm happy to inform you that as of around 2 p.m. yesterday, a new patch was released for Gotham Knights, which will fix a ton of the problems that myself and I'm sure the entire community was having with the game. So I guess I'll have to postpone my negative video as of right now, and let's get into these changes. First off, and most importantly, all content and enemies in the open world will now scale to your character's level beyond level 40, which is huge for the replayability of the end game, as it allows us players to continue to grind in a variety of ways other than doing floor 30 of Heroic Assault over and over again. There was also a balancing pass on all gear drops and rewards to help with the crazy low drop rate for legendary gear. If any of you are like me, it was becoming very frustrating to play floor 30 over and over again just to finish empty-handed in terms of getting legendary drops. So in my opinion, both of these changes will no doubt make the game experience a lot better. There are also a few minor fixes for Heroic Assault in terms of getting stuck, or what they're calling invisible collisions. I think this has something to do with how hard it is to reactivate Star Road's transportation unit when it stops, and there are also some crash fixes for Heroic Assault while using certain abilities. Now, although most of these changes were very much needed for the survival of the game, I still think we have a long way to go for Gotham Knights to be considered top tier, and I have a few recommendations for a better gaming experience, starting with the big one, which would be an increase to 60 FPS. Even after all these patches and all the hard work I know the devs are putting in, there is just no way around 30 FPS. So hopefully behind the scenes they're working on it, and hey, maybe they'll surprise us sooner rather than later with an update. Secondly, and in terms of gear, I would suggest two things which I would call quality of life. We need some kind of list or legend showing all the gear available in the game for each character. I searched online and I was only able to find one such list, which was really hard to read, not because the guy who showcased it did a bad job, but because there is just that much gear in the game. And when you couple that with 4 different characters, it can be a bit overwhelming, especially if you're farming for a certain character or build and not truly know what's all out there. So I think a complete gear list would be really helpful. And finally, we need to remove duplicate drops. Once again, there is just so much gear in the game, and when you're grinding for hours for new or unknown gear with a very low drop rate, and you finally get something that just turns out to be a duplicate, that can also be very frustrating. So if any devs happen to come across this video, we as players all want to experience everything the game has to offer, and I think small changes like this here and there will make for a better and more enjoyable gaming experience. And that's going to be it for me, guys. I just want to fill you in on the update and the state of the game. Hopefully this gives you some incentive to jump back in. There will be more content coming soon, so stay tuned for that. If any of you have any questions, or if you agree or disagree with my suggestions, leave them in the comment section. If you are enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.